Welcome back. Up to now, you've learned how to open discovery, handle early deflections, clarify vague answers, and deepen the conversation without pressure. Now we move into an important step that often gets skipped, revealing the gap. This is not about creating urgency, and it's not about pushing the prospect toward a problem. It's about helping them see the difference between how things work today and how they'd ideally like them to work, calmly, neutrally, in their own words. Here's why this matters. If you don't understand the gap, it's hard to tell whether change really matters. From the prospect's perspective, there may be no clear reason to do anything differently. Your job is not to invent that reason, it's to see whether it already exists. Let's start by getting clear on how things work today. When people describe their current setup out loud, they often notice things they hadn't questioned before. Here's a clean way to explore it. Just listen first. How long has it been handled this way? Notice what this does, and it doesn't judge. It doesn't assume anything is wrong. It simply establishes normal. Now your turn. First time, neutral and conversational. How long has it been handled this way? Second time, slower. Own the space. How long has it been handled this way? Third time, calm authority, peer-to-peer. How long has it been handled this way? Good. Here's another way to understand the status quo. Listen first. What originally led you to do it this way? This helps you understand context, not just behavior. Now repeat it with me. First time, steady and neutral. What originally led you to do it this way? Second time, slower. What originally led you to do it this way? Third time, calm authority. What originally led you to do it this way? Good. Now we explore the other side of the gap. The ideal. Here's a neutral way to do that. Just listen. In an ideal world, what would this look like? Notice the framing. You're not suggesting it should be better. You're simply inviting perspective. Now your turn. First time, calm and open. In an ideal world, what would this look like? Second time, slower. In an ideal world, what would this look like? Third time, calm authority. In an ideal world, what would this look like? Good. Sometimes prospects struggle with ideal world questions. That's normal. When that happens, use a simpler version that still reveals the gap. In a curious tone, ask the prospect, what if anything feels like it's missing right now? This keeps things grounded and practical. Now repeat it with me. First time, neutral. What if anything feels like it's missing right now? Second time, slower. What if anything feels like it's missing right now? Third time, calm authority. What if anything feels like it's missing right now? Good. And if that still feels abstract for them, here's a final fallback. Listen first. Is there anything you'd change or improve about how this works today, if you could? This is concrete and easy to answer, without assuming anything is wrong. Now your turn. First time, calm and neutral. Is there anything you'd change or improve about how this works today, if you could? Second time, slower. Is there anything you'd change or improve about how this works today, if you could? Third time, calm authority. Is there anything you'd change or improve about how this works today, if you could? Good. Once they answer, don't rush. Before moving on, use one simple clarifier to give the gap meaning. Just listen. Can you say a bit more about that? This isn't escalation. It isn't pressure. It gives them space to explain why that gap matters in their words. Use it once, then listen fully. Here's an important reminder. You are not trying to widen the gap. You're not amplifying pain. And you're not persuading. You're simply helping the prospect articulate the difference between where they are and where they'd like to be. If there is no gap, that's valuable information too. A quick pace note. These questions work best when you slow down slightly more than usual. Gap questions invite reflection. Reflection needs space. Ask the question. Pause. Let them think. Now go to your workbook. Complete drill 2.6, revealing the gap. Choose one status quo question and one gap question that feels natural to you. Practice saying each one out loud at a calm, steady pace. Record yourself once. Listen back. Ask yourself, does this sound curious or leading? Adjust until it's neutral. In the next video, we'll move into priority signals, how to understand whether this gap actually matters enough to act on now or whether it's something to revisit later. That's how you decide whether to move forward or exit cleanly.